Toon Corner, and today we'll be talking about the making of a Nick Jr. children's series called Blue's Clues. It all started in 1994 when Nickelodeon hired Angela Sarmiento, Todd Kessler, and Tracy Page Johnson to create a TV show for preschoolers. At first, they thought about the main character being a bunny, so they thought the main character should be a bunny. Then they decided to change it into an orange cat named Mr. Orange. Then they decided to change the orange cat into a blue cat and name it Mr. Blue. And then they decided to just name the cat Blue. And that's when Nickelodeon was like, hey, we already got a TV show starring a cat. And so that's when they decided to change Blue into a dog. And that's how Blue was born. For the host of the show, they held an audition. And one of the people that had auditioned was a young man named Steve Burns. And Steve won the role as the host of the show. So with Steve as the host and Blue by his side, it was time to create a test pilot called Blues Prince. To create Blues Prince, as well as the series Blues Clues, they had writers work together and write a story based around a certain subject, like math or feelings, for example. And they would write the story in a educational and creative way. For the animation, at first what they did is that the background and the characters were basically made out of construction paper and other stuff like that. It kind of gives the show a arts and crafts feel to it. And so they would take a picture of the backgrounds and the characters, and the pictures would be sent to a computer, and then the computer would bring the characters to life. For the host of the show, aka Steve or Joe, the host had to act in front of a blue screen, and they had to pretend they were interacting with Blue and the other characters. The animation would be added in later. Once everything was all put together, it was time to send the test pilot to preschool, and basically they would send it to different preschools. And in 1995, the test pilot itself would be tested on preschoolers, and the test pilot received a positive reaction. And so with that reaction, that's when they decided to make the series Blues Clues. So the first episode of Blues Clues aired on Nick Jr. in 1996, and it was called Snack Time. Steve was the host of the show up until 2002, when he decided to leave the show and was replaced by Joe, played by Donovan Patton. So Joe would host the show up until it came to an end in 2006. And the question of the day is, who was the best host, Steve or Joe? Just let me know in the comment section down below. Feel free to leave any requests. And I'll see you next time in Toon Corner.